Twisty corridors, flickering candlelight. Oh, it's such compelling reading.
Don't you, darling?
Nah, the blood and sex were the best bits. Of any book, really.
Oh, shelter. Thinking about
Feel what exactly?
That weird something. I don't know. It's like a tingle in my spine I can't shake.
You sure it's not a trapped nerve?
I am, thank you.
Piss off, the lot of yous.
Let this spider be.
The Dreadlord comes!
Fair enough. And they probably chuck you in the river if you did.
Probably. Oh, unless...
Stories, getting right here. The printing block has never been so hot. Scandals, vandals, wetted by sandals. It's all here in the Boulder's Mouse Gazette.
You will
Twisty corridors, flickering candlelight. Oh, it's such compelling reading.
Nah, the blood and sex were the best bits. Of any book, really.
What's he got to say for himself? I get it. You're scared. Knock it off. Let's go home.
The Devil's Fee.
There's cube in the alley.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio is a... Oh, it's you. Your little scroot of a friend left this on my floor the last time you visited. I presume you have returned to re-engage my services? You forgot what we did? I find that hard to believe. But if you speak truth, perhaps I could jog that lazy memory of yours. You seek answers. Lord Mammon seeks coin. I will happily mediate. Make me an offer.
Mammon. I knew it. I did.
The first hit's free, eh? My, you have changed. Fine, just this once. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. I opened a portal for you and Lord Gortash. My word, this is embarrassing. Perhaps I should have explained our terms better. You asked me to jog your memory. Jog I did. Our micro-pact is complete. Would you like to make another transaction? Now. That would be but a drop in Mammon's oceanic coffers. You can do better. Oh, yes. I should think that'll do deliciously. The two of you wanted to steal something from Mephistopheles. So I punched a portal into the Archdevil's dusty vaults. And then oh, gosh. My fickle memory fails. If only something would jog it. I mean, I suppose that'll do. Stingy bastard. You rascals stole the crown of Carsus. Pissed off Mephistopheles to no end. I expect you'll pay the price for that one day. You also attracted the attention of another devil, Raphael. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Carsus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown. The answers to that can probably be found within his house.
Let's poke around the rat's nest. Maybe set it on fire on the way out.
So keen to return to the Hells. Well, I suppose it's warm this time of year. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
You put me in a difficult position, mortal. You are almost certain to fail. Almost. And so, there is a chance you might succeed. Fine. I'd like to be able to carry all of my precious stock without the need of a team of oxen. There are gauntlets of hill giant strength within the House of Hope. Free passage, and you fetch them for me. Deal? Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone!
In the alley.
Speak thrice the phrase correctly, and lucky you'll forever be. Okay, great. Oh, damn it! Can't you see I'm trying to concentrate? Scarab, sap, scarabs, cap. Oh, this is gonna be harder than I thought.
I get it.
Just 3 times. Only have to say it 3 times.
Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody Baldur's mouth rag. Except what the people actually want in a broadsheet. Puzzles!
Oh, not too. I'm standing downwind.
The gate was my hunting ground. I might be responsible for some of these.
Would Sarah like some flowers? They do a wonder at brightening up a grave. I bring fresh ones to my husband's every few days. I'm not. My husband was an arse. But he gave me 3 beautiful kids. So the old goat gets flowers. I get them up by Bloombridge. A druid lives that way, so you know they're extra fresh. Of course. Come back any time. You won't find fresher. Flowers, every color of the rainbow, right here.
Hey, my folks are buried here. I'd love to pay them a visit.
Motta.
Ridiculous.
What's that?
You're not allowed to play here. It's not respectful.
We must play here. This is where they like to hide.
But it's not allowed. Why are you being...
Come out, sister. I will find you.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Sister always hides from me. She likes to play. Sister is older than me. She always likes to play. She hides in the ground, but I will find her. I can't leave her out here alone. Sister is always happy to see me. She told me so. She will smile so much when I find her.
He won't listen to me. I told him it's naughty to play in graveyards.
Respect for the dead.
Flowers, every color of the rainbow. Right here. Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet. Freshly picked. Grief is hard. Let flowers say their hearts never can.
Do not stem your cries. Sob, roar, scream. Do what you must in the tangles of grief. I will leave you for now, but I shall not be far. Death's blessings upon you.
What's on your mind? Like I got something back. Something I've wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate. Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands, dance a waltz, maybe even kiss a face or two if I find a good candidate. The world's my funhouse. Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going.
What is that noise? Have people no respect for the dead?
keep a lookout. The Mortark don't take kindly to raising the dead, but I won't be long, I promise. My big brother, Garrett. He got killed by that murderer guy, but I'm gonna fix him. Now, keep watch. Exorde me, Merkel. Resuscita frater meum. Immorte ad me redigo eo.
The air crackles with power before fizzing out. The child has power but lacks control.
Oh, you're close, Merkel. I can feel your shadow. Give my brother back, please.
She nods along, enraptured by your explanation.
Oh, that makes way more sense. Let me try again. Exorde me, Merkel. Resuscita fratrea meum. Immorte ad me redigo eo.
Blood comes easy these days.
Can you feel death's cold grip? To the death.
Death, take you,
Hey,
vile
let's do it.
creature!
Flowers
one's grave with a bouquet.
Another fight. Let's go.
Flowers, every color of the rainbow. Right here.
Ignite!
Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet. Freshly plucked. Let flowers say what words never can. Flowers, every color of the rainbow. Right here.
The iron is hot. Time to push my luck again.
Grief is hard. Let flowers say what words never can.
Respect for the dead.
Flowers, every color of the rainbow, right here.
My mum's down there. I put a candle in the box with her.
Tell me, Sarah, if you leave a poisoned cake in a park and a child dies from eating said cake, are you responsible for the child's death? Leave these hallowed grounds now!
You, the god's damn disease of the gate. Lady Mazora told me everything. How you and the Blade of Frontiers slaughtered his own father. How he craves ultimate power. How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. First I finish you, then I finish the Duke's traitorous son. Stand down. I believe you. The Battle Lord help me. What darkness has fallen upon us? Listen, there's something Will should know. On his way from Elturel, Ravengard sent a messenger with word of the cult. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult was successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. And he knew that to protect the city, one trained in the ways of the great champions would have to rouse the worm living beneath. If I'm not mistaken, that would be Will. A bronze dragon, to be precise, sleeping beneath us. The worm goes by many names. Ansor, the Waiting Storm, the Heart of the Gate. He made Volderon a binding promise to protect the city when its need was greatest. The city's survived countless threats, but Ravengard knew its walls would fall to the cult. With him gone, and the city near ruin, your call is to unleash the Heart of the Gate. Take this. The legend of Ansor. The bards call it a tall tale, but every last word is true. Follow its path to the worm, or do not, and let the coast be drowned in blood. I was right to lay down my arms. Fohammer be praised. I should go, gather allies. We'll join you in your hour of need. Free the worm, and may his thunderous wind drive the Absolute from the coast.
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty.
I see it, sweetie. Oh, stand up.
This ain't over, wizard.
Calm down, bud. You're louder than the fire.
You gonna face me like a man? Or hide away like a child?
Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody Baldur's Mouth
Answer
rag.
is sleeping under Worm's Rock
Except
prison.
what the people actually
What's
want in a
this of a true
broadsheet.
hero spark?
Puzzles.
This ain't over, wizard.
Let me back in. I'll bring Leroican out here, you tin tube. You tell Leroican I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Guy was a prick. So were you, if memory serves. Leroican, wizard that owns that shop, sent me on a wild goose chase into a hive of goblins for some relic. Said it would be an easy take. I lost good people. Good friends. The night song my arse. Anathema. You found it? Where is it? Immortal, eh? Interesting. Won't be easy getting her back to the wizard. But if you don't do it, someone else will. Hope you hid her well, mate.
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty.
Around you. Indulge your curiosity. Sorcerer's Sundries is the finest purveyor of magical miscellany for miles.
Where's the axes?
The water elemental appears to turn towards you, showering everything with a bracing mist. The lava elemental looks at you placidly, near unfathomable heat beating against your face.
Dicky bird. It's really quite disappointing.
March up there and speak to Leroican myself.
You might want to be. I heard he's not really one for customer service.
It certainly is a
Look, a bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
Perhaps.
You! What do you want?
Please, just make your purchase and go. I don't have energy for anything else. Be quick about it. Everyone can just...
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Leroican's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
The Night Song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own.
I just think we should...
The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Craig. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. Nicklaw, you may go. I see no Night Song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the Night Song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time? You'll have more gratitude than you know how to count once the Night Song is in my hands. Do you have it or not? She? Then you do know her. You've been to Shah's temple, to the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the Night Song's face. Tell me, and choose your next words carefully. Where is she now? I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. There's very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever. Dead? That cannot be. It is immortal. A god. You don't know what you've done. And you never will. Oh, how exhausting it is, interacting with inferior minds and their vulgar motivations. Leave me to my ruminations.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you? Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin? Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity. I will wring his neck until he's dead. The weasel out-weaseled. Well done, my friend. But Dame Aelin's deeds are great. Her presence, present. Sooner or later, he will discover that the daughter of Selûne lives. Let us travel to his chambers, his lair. We will see him undone, in the style of the dead, unburied Ketheric Thorm.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts. All the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Lorroakan right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me. What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The night song is a person.
By my honor, it's you. My dear, I thought you were...
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
My apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect. Perhaps we could start over. I am Lorroakan. I am most pleased to make your acquaintance. And that of your fine companion, who perhaps heard I was looking for you. Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Selûne, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them. You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years!
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason.
They say madness and genius are separated by but a hair's breadth. Perhaps the same is true of madness and stupidity.
But his magic lives. I'd hoped you'd keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Asimar, she must go directly into the caging runes.
My magic is yours to command, Master Leroican. Simply say the word.
I have great plans for you, Dame Aelin. And if you will not go quietly, then you'll go kicking and screaming.
Magicians and their plans for Dame Aelin. Predictable, sadistic, flaccid.
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Checkmate. Do the unexpected. No escape.
Inveniam dia!
You are dead! Got it?
Twisty corridors, flickering candlelight. Oh, it's such compelling reading.
Nah, the blood and sex were the best bits. Of any book, really.
Neither did Burke or Corral. Didn't stop them running.
So, Cat.
Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody Baldur's mouth rag. Except what the people actually want in a broadsheet. Puzzles.
Calm down. You're louder than the fire.
Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate, city of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate, city of crime and chaos?
No, he mostly avoids that topic.
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate. City of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate? City of crime and chaos.
It's so pretty.
No, he mostly avoids that topic.
I see it, sweetie. Oh, stand up. You're slouching.
Calm down.
I'm apoplectic, furious. Frankly, I'm puzzled.
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate. City of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate? City of You! The god... Lady Mazora told me everything. How you and the Blade of Frontiers slaughtered his own father. How he craves ultimate power. How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. First I finish you, then I finish the Duke's traitorous son! I believe you. What? Listen, he knew that to protect the city, one trained in the ways of the great champions would have to rouse the worm living. A bronze the worm, he made the cities survive. With him gone, follow its path to the worm. I was right, I should go. Free the worm.
Calm down, fighter. You're louder than the fireworks.
Ansur is sleeping under Worm's Rock prison. But what's this of a true hero's spark?
You gonna face me like a man, or hide away like a child?
Has anything to fear if everyone just does what they're told.
That's curious.
Be very welcome to Flim's Cobblers, humble family home of our Archduke Enver Gortash. He may not have followed in his old man's shoe steps, but Archduke's not so bad, is it?
Gortash's dad. He seems proud.
He's the image of me, isn't he? Always was a handsome devil. finest leather in the...
Right. That Lord Gortash should have his own column. Never mind Justin.
Well, plenty don't even have that, have they? What about all those refugees? Cost nothing.
What about them? Get over with it.
Look, Mama, look! It's...
Let me back in. I'll bring Leroican out here, you tin tube. You tell Leroican I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? But I can knock you out if the noise is bothering you. Get out of my face. I've lost good people to the wizard that owns that shop. Leroican. Offered a huge pile of cash to chase down some relic called the Night Song. If he'd mentioned it was buried under a goblin hive, I'd never have taken my people there. He owes me a lot. Sorry won't bring him back. Pay the debts, or compensate me for my trouble. Sod it. Enough. Leroican and his precious night song just about ruined my life. If you value yours, I'd steer well clear of this place.
I see it, sweetie. Oh, stand up. You're slouching.
Calm down, Bud. You're louder than the fire.
You to admit your nefarious allegiance. You lot are still into secrecy, aren't you? You can go once we're done with you.
Gather round for the show! Sit
sweetie. Oh, stand up. You're slouching.
Calm down, fighter. You're louder than the fireworks.
Look around you. Indulge your curiosity.
You! What do you want? Don't worry about it.
His voice catches. There's more going on here than meets the eye.
Please just make your purchase and go. I don't have energy for anything else. Please just make your purchase and go. I don't have energy for anything else. Be quick about it.
directly.
Apparently, you can.
Mammoths, why are lava elementals so
Because they're made of fire, darling.
If a lava elemental is made of fire, what am I made
Many things, I suppose. Bile, phlegm.
Look, a bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
I shouldn't have to wait another then. I need to be prepared. We all do.
Well, at least they seem to use the...
You make it fun. Very efficient.
You might want to be careful.
What now?
and vegetables? No pork either.
Your body. You make the rules.
Oh, I have the magic touch. Can't give up now.
I saw somebody go up to Leroican's tower last 10 years. Looked a proper fright when they came out.
Surely you can't just go roughing up your customers, especially if you're the one.
I think it's
Apparently,
very
Leroican can.
Next to panic buying.
If you're bored and I'm wrong, where have Jeremy and his mother?
Literature department. Can I help you? Whoosh. These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
Well, at least they seem to use the... Everything of... Everything. Not a title for me, I think.
Look what you've done! By all the gods, I give my ear for the least bit of respect for the written word. Go act the clown on your own time. Come back when you've cobbled together some manners and are prepared to pay for the damages.
Some people have no respect for literature. Into the bin where it belongs.
are sensitive. They prefer an environment. Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Lerocan was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiot Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you? It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the crown's true nature. If only you could read them.
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread. Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
We might have a bit of that catnip decoction.
My time is yours. What do you need?
Impropriety's the least of our worries with that mad cult on our doorstep.
I just think we should be careful what we say in public is all.
I can tell you're a discerning customer. You're after nothing but the best. And luckily for you, that's exactly what I have. The best necromantic charms in the city. Just think of the possibilities. The safe zombie at your disposal.
God, it stinks! It looks like somebody melted most of the flesh off. I'd be a laughing stock with that lumbering.
You and I both know that being undead.
I could cook food right on my own, so I wouldn't. You make
Welcome, dear patron, to the... If you have let your knowledge...
Not for communal use, it seems. The Night Song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike. The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts.
I think it's very funny.
Oh, you know what? I'm not sure I want to know.
If you're bored and I'm wrong, where have Jeremy and his wife?
Apologies. I'm with a customer.
Not for communal use, it seems.
I simply must have it. Oh, perhaps not.
It might just be there's not much left. Vigorous.
Plus, even if they lose a limb, they keep on going.
That's why it's a wonderful ointment.
Lovely day, this. For now.
Let's get going.
Watch your back. Just like old times.
If it be your body, you take it.
Like a wraith.
It feels a little...
Let's keep to the shadows. Neither seen nor heard. Be very, very quiet. Time for discretion. Leave no tracks. Ready or not. On tippy toes.
You might want to be careful. I've got a bit more shopping to do.
Panic buying parchment.
Figaro's. To pick up some hair. That's why
To the shadows. Lost in thought. Keep a blade close. Let's prowl.
Still in control. Just.
Let's see. I'm sure there's gold in these stacks somewhere.
No, this was here last week. I already have 2 copies of this. I simply must have it. Oh, perhaps not.
Which way to the nearest library?
Well, at least they seem to use the... everything. Not a title for me, I think.
Keep your distance, darling.
Looking ahead.
Limited time.
Blood into the bin where it belongs.
Welcome back, dear patron.
On the hunt. Let's keep to the shadows. Time for discretion. Be very, very quiet. On the hunt. Like a wraith.
Let your knowledge
I simply must have it. Oh, perhaps not.
Stories, get them right here. Gather round for the show. Sit down and
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty.
Where to buy sandals? It's all here.
I see it, sweetie. Oh, stand up. You're slouching.
Calm down, Chloe. You're louder than the fire.
How?
Just don't rough it up your customers.
Welcome back, dear patron. Remember that the great wizard...
Ready or not.
You're a fellow bargain hunter, I see. No,
Wanna dance?
This was here last week. I already have 2 copies. You're a fellow bargain hunter, I see.
With ease.
keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, perhaps not.
Not for communal use, it seems.
Carefully now.
You really aren't that interesting.
Well, at least they seem to use the everything of everything. Not a type of thing I
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Master Leroican.
I might. With pleasure.
Still alive. So that's progress.
This'll be fun.
Trust me. There's Ramazith, Elminster, Silverhand, and Carsus. The animals must be behind his door.
Trout.
Trap.
How
Let's dance.
considerate.
Hot foot. Place is trapped. Hot foot. Place is trapped.
Be careful. There are traps.
Whatever you need, you only have to ask.
Well, hello.
Unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
Copper for your thoughts.
What now?
Hot foot. Place is trapped.
Be careful. There are traps about.
My. Better be careful what you trigger that thing.
Unlock hereby the path to the Carsus Vault.
a dull moment.
Don't touch me. Oh, for a skeleton key.
No time to rest.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page. Devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood. Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it. To every end you can imagine, and 1,000 more beyond. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. We must discuss this further, but quietly, privately. Find me later, and I will show you something truly divine. I will show you what a crown like this could mean for both of us. I can hardly wait. Whatever you need, you only have to ask. I question the wisdom of that decision, but I'll be here in the meantime.
Poor Kolak. She can finally seek out the touch of another. Oh, all right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
There is work to do. almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Anything I can do for you, consider it most enthusiastically done.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Buldarian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there? I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Karsos' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mr. knows you defied her, Gale. Of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last. not true. Not even close. Mistress' ways may seem cold, high-handed, tyrannical even. But she is a goddess. Her ways are not for mortal reckoning. Though some mortals come close to understanding. Very close indeed. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
Interference with flaming fist property will be dealt with swiftly and harshly.
Mistra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
there she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. No doubt you yourself have sought Mystra's wisdom from time to time. But to not only receive her blessings, but her love, it was intoxicating. An experience beyond expression. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is for me alone. No one else is permitted to enter it, no matter how talented a user of the weave they are. You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep, you look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on. As you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
The Karsite Weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means? The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. But once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me. Evil is a reductive term, too often used to dismiss choices the observer lacks the imagination to understand. Let me assure you, Karsite Weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb, or an axe half forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder, by me. And you know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you? But they didn't. I always thought it was a miracle that I survived, but I'm starting to wonder if there was more to it. What if it chose me? I don't think you're quite seeing what I'm seeing. Think about it. The crown of Karsus, the Netherstones, the Karsite Weave. No more than a tadpole's breadth from being reunited. This is my chance to get back everything that was taken from me. Everything Mystra denied me. And once I have it, I can forge a better world. Be a better god. I want you to help me. thought you more ambitious than this. I see I was mistaken. Very well. I'll drop the matter. For now. My time is yours. What do you need? There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. More excited than I've been in months. I can't tell you how curious I am to learn more about the Crown controlling that Elder Brain. Believe me when I say how important this could be for me, for both of us. Potentially life-saving, so long as we can learn how it could be taken and used. No matter. After all, a bond like ours hardly needs words to express it. What else is troubling you? Strangely, no. Once, a mere glimpse of her face would have been enough to turn my insides over. But not this time. In her likeness, I used to read 1,000 stories. She was beauty, wisdom, elegance, power. She contained universes. But now, it's hard to see any redeeming qualities in a lover who condemned you to death. I'd much rather gaze into your eyes than hers. Yours are capable of tenderness and feeling. No god could ever compare. I've often asked myself this. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure, and the courage to resist. So may it be.